blast off. It says 3, 2, 1 on there, and so it's blast off. And I'm Scrappin' Lizzie here again, and I didn't have anything better to do, so I thought I would work on in my paper doll album that I put my paper dolls in. Some of you have seen these paper doll albums that I keep my paper dolls in because I do love making paper dolls, and so but I haven't put much in them lately. So I thought today, because today I was cutting out some of my dresses out of the catalog, because I have this catalog come from um here. That's what you're supposed to be looking at right there. Now, did I tell you who I am? In case you don't know who I am, it's Scrappin' Lizzie, and it's my real name. Not real, but see, I cut clothes out of the catalog, and then I glue them back onto like cereal box cardboard, and so they're nicer. And but this is cute. This is awesome, and I um I put them in my paper doll catalog, my paper doll journal book thing, doohickey. Gosh, I forget words now. So I don't want to put it on just a stark background white. I want it to be a little bit, a little colored. So I'm just going to put some of this distress ink on there. I just put that blue on there. Broken China. I think that's my favorite. So pretty. I'm going to put that on there. And then I'm going to put just a little bit of this. What is this? This is Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. That's not English. Maybe Agate Bien is the color. Oh no, blue raspberry. There it is. Oh, good grief. I was having a little problem there. You have to kind of bear with me when I have my days. I'm going to spray that on there too. And so that's a little spray. And let's sop up these drips a little bit. There we go. And give it a little wipe with a paper towel. And maybe I'll give it, let me see. No, 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 no. Yeah. I'm going to use this. I got more colors up there. Yeah, I got more colors up there, but I didn't plan this out. Well, I guess I don't plan anything out. I'm just going to put a little bit of that pink right there. There we go. Now that's okay right there. Oh, got my finger. Now, so this morning I cut out clothes and I backed them. I backed them with cardboard. I cut out clothes, so there's a lot of clothes for my baby dolls. Well, they're not babies. Definitely not babies. But I got some pretty dresses here. That needle's not supposed to be in there. Pantsuits. Here's a skirt. Oh, I really like this dress. And then here's another little outfit. So I have a lot of clothes that I've got ready there. And then I went to Pinterest and I just was looking for ladies' faces. And I come up with these. I kind of like these. I was trying to I love pictures of elderly women. I mean, really wrinkled. I really do because I love them to pieces. I just love old people. I really, really like old people. I like to talk to them. I like to find out stuff about them. Look at this. Can you see this lady? Is she awesome or what? She has got some of the most beautiful, beautiful wrinkles, smile lines in her face. And she's smoking a cigar for some reason. Now, then I have this other one too. She doesn't look like she's quite old, but she's smoking a cigar too. So I think I'm gonna have two ladies on this page, And I think these two can be friends. I think these two can be friends because they're both smoking cigars. And so they might be real friends in real life. So I'm going to cut her out. Okay. Okay, she's going to be one of my ladies. So these are going to be two of my ladies. Two of my ladies. I love them. They're beautiful. So now I have to find clothes that will match. You know what? I think that looks good on her right there. And yeah, I do. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut her out. There we go. Just a little fussy cutting going on here. And she's got flowers in her hair. I think that's beautiful. She's got beautiful flowers in her hair. And got that big old cigar. Big old cigar hanging out of her mouth. Okay, now. All right, now let's see. Let me see how this is going to work. Look at that. Do you see how she looks in that outfit? I think she looks gorgeous. Okay, but what would make her look? I got to cut a little bit of this shoulder stuff off of her. She's got a lot of jewels on already, but they're going to get covered up by her outfit. See, see, they're going to get covered up by her outfit a little bit. So, there we go. So I'm going to have to add jewels on it later with like, some, what do you call that stuff? I get so angry at myself when I can't think of words. I just want to go run or something. And, stickles. Stickles. I might make some jewelry on there. Okay, so now this lady, look at her. She's got a cigar. She's got a stogie in her mouth too. You know what? I wonder if I can hang on a second. I gotta see if I can like bring this. That's cool. I just was able to do that, to bring that closer up to y'all where you can see it. Glasses are driving me nuts. Take them off. Okay, now see, and I don't know why, but I like to put flowers behind my ladies. Now see, this one, she's really gonna need a flower. Maybe she doesn't need one as big. I don't know, but I'm gonna give her a flower too because these two ladies are out partying right now. They are partying. Now that flower might be too big. Maybe we want one that's a little bit smaller. Wonder how this one would look. But we definitely have to have it matching. Maybe we want this one. Oh, yeah. That's better. Now that's going to be her flower. Now, this dress looks too small. Maybe she wants a pantsuit. Maybe she wants a pantsuit because her friend has a pantsuit. Maybe they asked each other before they got ready. What are you wearing? You know how they do. And then they find out who's wearing what. Oh, boy, I like that face too. Isn't she beautiful? She's going to make a real beautiful doll one day. Let me see. Okay, look at this one. Maybe, you know what? Maybe this would go better on her. And then this one on here. My dogs are absolutely getting on my nerves. Maybe she wants to wear a dress. Maybe she feels a little bit like a lady tonight with that cigar hanging out of her mouth. No, that one won't work. Gosh, I don't know. I just don't know. This is hard to decide what to wear. You know, I'm sure you've all done that. You get ready to go somewhere and you, oh, there it is. You get ready to go somewhere and you just cannot decide what to wear. Well, these two, I love these ladies. Okay, I think I've got it going on right here. Now, yes, I do. I have got it going on. So now what I need to do, okay, I'm going to cut a little bit out of the front of this outfit. Anybody want like 4 dots in this? I don't know what they're barking at. Hubs just went to go get some. Oh yeah, see, then you can see her whole cigar. That's good. Okay, now Hubs just went to go get some pizza because I was hungry. So he said he'd go buy me a pizza. It's Friday night, Friday night, pizza night. Okay, yeah, okay. Now I'm just gonna put a little bit of tape here, some of this Suquane tape. If I want it that way. Do I want it that way? Or do I want it that way? Yeah, that way. So I'm just going to put that like right here. I'm just going to put it on that little piece of tape. It's good enough. That's good enough. That'll hold it. Then I'm going to put her on there, but I'm going to put her on, excuse my boarding house reach here, but I have to get my pop dots. Oh, that's not what I want. I want like these. I want these. Oh, this one's gone. There ain't none there. So that's okay though, because I use the extra little pieces is what I do. I tear them extra little pieces off now, and I'm going to put that on the back of her little pretty head. And she's pretty. You know what? You think about her and you think about what was her life like. One time she was an itsy bitsy baby. And then she grew up into a teenager. And then she probably became a bride. And then she was probably a mom. And she's probably still a grandma and a mom. I mean, she's probably still these things. But on the outside is what you see all those things brought her to. That's why she had to take up smoking cigars. The kids drove her nuts. But when you see an elderly person, you have to be able to look at them, and don't just look at what you see right there. You don't just see an old lady smoking a cigar. You don't see that. You look through that person, and you have to understand that she may have been a teacher. She, all those things. She went grocery shopping. She cooked. She tried new recipes. She probably did scrapbooking. She probably was a crafty lady. And so I'm going to fit her little outfit right there. And so look at there. So there she is. She is just about ready to go. Now her friend, I'm going to put her friend like down this way a little bit, because this is like this is their professional photograph. Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to put this. I'm going to put this right here. Okay, I'm just put that little piece of Suquane tape there. And then I'm going to put this little piece of this little flower here. I just like to put them flowers sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes I just like to put them flowers right behind their hair. Okay, I need a smaller piece right here. See, whenever you buy these pop dot things, don't throw the scraps away, because you can use all the pop dots you want, and then you use the extras. And let's see, she's gonna go right there. Oh, I didn't take that paper off. That ain't gonna stick. Won't stick if you don't take that protective paper off. Okay, now I got that protective paper off. Now, do you see this mess that I work in? It's okay. I gave myself permission, and I said it is okay. Is this what I decided she was going to wear? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to cut off just a little bit of this pointy shoulder thing because she don't need that. She doesn't need that. Oh no, see, that's perfect. I love it. I love her. And you won't look at her and you wonder, boy, I bet she could make the best pineapple upside down cake ever in her life. She also, these two probably grew up together and they probably played on a playground together. They probably went to school together. I mean, they maybe even double dated, you know. And I'm putting younger people. Well, this is not really younger people. You know, they used to have old people clothes and young people clothes. You know, yeah. Now it's whatever you want to wear, you just wear it. And now these girls, they are dressed. They are dressed for the evening. They're ready. They're gonna go. We got this place down here in Tampa. It's called Ybor City, and Ybor City is where they make. I mean, it's like the cigar building capital. They make. They don't make as much cigars as they did way back in the day, but they still make cigars down there, and this is probably where they're going. They're probably Ybor City bound. And you go down there, and there's a lot of places like clubs you can go. I've never been to them, but I hear about them. That you can go, and they just have. You just go and you get your cup of coffee and a cigar, and everybody in there smokes cigars. I like the smell of some cigars. Now, see, we're gonna just make a hand here. I can't draw worth flip, so I'm just going to pretend I'm drawing a hand. I hope I got 5 fingers there. Yeah, I do. This one's only got 3 fingers, so I can fix it. So now she's got 5 fingers. Now she's got to have some legs. Let's see. We don't want her to have like really fat legs. And she has been exercising because she knows that smoking is not good for her. So she has been exercising a lot. And so she's got thin legs. And there we go. We got some shoes on her. I'm just like, I'm just like kind of sort of drawing them on there. And so just with pencil. And then I could go over them with something darker. Let's see. What are these in here? Oh, these are my Zig pens. Okay, I'm going to go over her. Do I have a brown? I don't have a brown. You would think that I'd have a brown. These Zig pens were sent to me by a friend. I have got the most awesome. I mean, well, I'll just use black for right now. And maybe I'll color it in with brown with like colored pencil. Whoops. But I'm just going to, okay, I better make some shape there because I don't want her to have like fat ankles because, there we go. That's better. There we go. Now, got to give her a little shape to them legs. Yeah, you got to do these girls do their exercises. There we go. Now I can use the other end of that Zig pen and color her shoes black because I think black shoes will go with this outfit. Okay, there we go. So you don't have to be like an artist, like a Picasso or Leonardo da Vinci or whatever his name is. You don't have to be like that. You can be just yourself. And there we go. Now, okay. Now I got to trace over her little hands. You know what I'll probably do? Okay, now. I love this lady. Look at there. Now she's got hands. She's got her legs. I have to erase like the pencil then. Once I go over it with the marker, then I can erase the pencil. This is not a good eraser. Them pencil erasers that are on the pencils, they are so silly. I'll have to wait till I get my white eraser because that's better. Who made this mess here anyway? Okay, now my friend here, I don't know. You know, I need to name them. They need to have a name. Oh, what about, okay, I'm gonna, now these look like 3/4 inch. I mean 3/4 sleeves. They don't look like they're supposed to be like long. She needs longer fingers there. And then we'll go here and we'll make like this. Well, that might work. And then that's close enough. I might have to get a purse because I did cut out a purse here somewhere. I'll have to find that. And so that they can carry pocketbooks because they need, ladies have got to have a pocketbook. Okay, so there's her hand. She's got hands now. And then she's going to need to have some shoes. We're going to have some, these are kind of like capris, these pants, because her, there we go. Well, sort of like that. Anyway, yeah, maybe in my next life I'll be like an artist. I think I'll plan that out. Is so that in my next life I can be like a real artist. But right now I'm just a pretend artist. Pretend. You can pretend to be anything you want. Just don't pretend to be a doctor. You might not, law might frown upon that. Okay. She's going to wear black shoes too because her and her friend here, I think I'm going to call them Thelma and Louise. Thelma and Louise. Friends. Best friends since childhood. They're going down to Ybor City. And so, going down to Ybor City, where the men are strong and the girls are pretty. Okay, this is good. Which one should be Thelma? Thelma. That one's Thelma for sure. Okay, so I'm going to put Thelma's name here. I have to use this cheat thing so I can make her name pretty. Thelma. Thelma. And then this one here is Louise. So I'll put her name right here. Louise. The only thing bad about these writing jigs is they don't have a spell check. No spell check on them, so I don't know if that's spelled right. Do you hear them dogs of mine? Oh my God, they're getting on my nerves. I'm waiting for that pizza. Now, see, now there's Thelma and Louise. They're in the book. Look at that. They got pretty dresses on. They've each got, they're smoking their cigars because they're on their way to, off to Ybor City. I'm going to write that too. Where did I just put that jig? Did you? There it is. Okay. Off to Ybor City. On the way to Ybor City. On the way to Ybor. Y-E-B-O-R, I think. Y-E-B? No. Y-B-O-R? Gosh, now I don't know. Like I say, it doesn't have no spell check on here. Okay, I think, let me just write it on here. Y-B-O-R. Yeah, I think it's Y-B-O-R. Y-B-O-R. Ybor City. C-I-T-Y. Yeah, I have to figure out how I can write, put a spell check in this thing. So on the way to Ybor City, these girls, Thelma and Louise, they're going. They don't care if it hair lips the Pope. Well, I shouldn't have said that probably. My husband says that all the time. He says, I don't care if it hair lips the Pope. And so then, okay, wait, just a minute. I'm almost done. So y'all can go get dinner or whatever. But right now, I want to get them some, this is my stickles is back here. I don't know what color to get. Oh, maybe it will have pearls. Liquid pearls. Okay, now make sure it comes out. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I'm going to fix them up with some jewels here. There. Now, see there? And now she's going to wear the same ones because they went shopping together and they both decided on these same pearls like this. That's pretty. That is beautiful. Now, they need a bracelet, but I need to, they need to have more color and sparkle. Look at, now this is stickles. It's kind of yellow. That's kind of pretty. Let me see. Oh yeah, it works. So we're going to give them each a little yellow bracelet. Now it doesn't want to come out. See how that does me sometimes? It starts coming out and then don't start coming out. But let's see. And then sometimes I'll squeeze too hard and then you get this big old blob. Okay, now we're going to put this yellow back up because I ain't going to fool with that if it ain't going to come out. And so I'm going to get, what is this? This is like, it looks like gold. I don't have my glasses on. Let me see. It's a stickles and it's called, I can't tell. Would it be saying? I can't tell what it be saying. Platinum. Jeez. Okay. Now, is that going to come out? Yes. Okay, so we're going to give them an ankle bracelet. No, not one from the prison. Just because they need an ankle bracelet. And so she's going to get a gold bracelet too, since that yellow wouldn't come out. And I'm going to give her a gold one on this hand. But she's going to have a gold one on both hands. Well, you don't wear your bracelet on your hand yet. But look how pretty. Do they look pretty or what? They are pretty. Now, what else should I do to them? Can you think of anything else I should do to Thelma and Louise? Now, wait a minute. There they are. Thelma and Louise. Now, I love the flower behind their hair. It's because they like flowers in their hair. Whoops, I gotta fix that. There. Now, look. I love it. I just love it. I think it's great. Now, you know, there's more things. I might get her a purse. I might get each of them a purse. Wonder if that purse. You know my dogs. Hey, excuse me, pooches. Oliver. Always when it gets this time of the day, they think they should just holler and scream. They just think so. Okay. I'm going to just go ahead and cut this purse and cut the handle off. There we go. And then I can put the purse. Now her purse is going to go right here. Yeah. And I'll put this popping stuff below it so it kind of pops up a little bit. I just love decorating my doll babies because, and they love for me to decorate them. It's not like, let me put these under here. There you go. Now you can see that more, they're better. Let me see. Let me put this one under here. There you go. I can see it a little bit better. See, I have to look over the computer screen and see if it really looks better. Okay, now I'm going to put this here behind of her purse. And then the purse is going to need a handle because I cut the handle off. So what color is that purse? We've got to make sure things coordinate here. And so there's a little orange in that fish that's on the purse. So I'm going to just go like this with this here There you go. Oops, I got my finger in her whatever. See, I'm still gonna color their skin with colored pencil, but I don't have that right here. So what time is it? How much? I've been on here 30 minutes. Oh my gosh, past my curfew. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do on them right now. I'm gonna color in their hands and their legs, their little ankles, and they're ready to go on the town. They're going to Ybor City with their cigars, and they're going to party because it's Friday night. And so that's my girls, Thelma and Louise. Thank you for watching me get them ready for their outing. I mean, it's girls' night out. You know, when girls' night out is there, you gotta have to just, you just look at this. See there? That's my girls, Thelma and Louise. Got their purse, and see, I'm gonna color in those ankles and legs with my colored pencils. But like I say, they're over in the dining room right now. But they're ready. See, they're going to Ybor City because, and they got already their little smokes. I'm gonna get Thelma a purse. Thelma doesn't have a purse yet, but I'm gonna get her a purse because she don't have one, and Louise has hers. Thelma doesn't have hers, so I'm gonna get them a purse, and they're gonna go. They'll probably pick up some guys or something. They'll probably pick up guys. Okay, that's it. That's it for my Friday evening movie night. Making movies. Lord of mercy, what a mess. Okay, thanks for watching again. Ah, I love it when y'all watch. I love it when y'all watch, and then you leave them little comments and stuff. And I think it's great. I love this. Oh, I love my paper doll journal, and I haven't used it in a while. So I'm glad that I did that tonight. And I probably wouldn't have done it if y'all wasn't watching me. But now, see, I got more little faces. Now, some of them are quite large, and so now this is a pretty face. This one. That's a pretty face. So I'll make her pretty. Look at this. I love faces of the elderly. I love faces of the elderly in vintage. That's vintage. And that's faces of the elderly. I love them. And you know, I just love them because I used to work with the elderly. You know, I did. I used to work with the elderly. I worked over around the holler around there, and I was the activity director over there, and there was my residents. I loved them. I loved them. I loved them. Sometimes I would go clock out at the end of the day and just go back in there and still keep doing with my residents because I loved them that much. And so finally I had to stop working and yeah, had some health issues, whatever, but I had to stop working and I miss them. I miss them. I really, 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 really miss them because I loved being with them and I loved learning about them and learning about their history and learning about everything. I loved looking at the pictures. There, a lot of them had, it was an assisted living facility, so they had little like apartments that they lived in, and a lot of them, family would bring in photo albums, and then I would get to see them. I would get to see what they looked like when they were children. I'd get to see what their wedding pictures and pictures of their children. And I'd get to see all that stuff and I would listen to their stories. Even if they repeated them 25 times a day, I'd listen because I loved hearing them. I loved hearing about their past. I loved hearing about things that they did, where they worked. We had ladies that were Rosie the Riveters. Back when the husbands were off to war and the wives were home to hold down the fort. And a lot of them had to work. I had one of my residents that was in the concentration camp, a concentration camp. And to listen to her stories were, oh, just amazing, amazing. Okay, well, I could go on forever with that, but I'm glad you were here. Did my husband come? My husband come home with that pizza. Well, no, he's not out there. I look out there. So I hope he's okay. I always worry. He's 72 years old, And oh, that's right. He was going to stop down and at the church because there's a Pokestop down there, and he was going to see it because there's new Pokemons, and so he gets to play with those. And hi Thelma and Louise, you guys are just beautiful. But anyway, I'm gonna let you go now. But I just want to say I love you and thank you for watching. And I'm gonna be back in another day or two or whatever and make another video. Maybe tonight. I don't know. But I do love you, and I want you to know that God is watching you. He watches every step you take, every move you make. God is watching you, keeping you safe. He is making out a path just for you to follow, and you follow his path, and life is going to be good. I ain't a preacher, but I just believe that stuff. Okay, I love you guys, and thank you again. And I'm out of here, and hopefully pretty soon I will have my pizza. Love you guys. Bye bye. Okay.